Having sidewalks at Woodfin School would be a great asset for our community as well as our school, because we have lots of children that do live in close enough range that they could walk to school if they had the sidewalks. Coming from all directions to our school, we have no sidewalks. There's a very short one out in front of the school, and that's about it. So we definitely need this extended and need those sidewalks for the safety of our children. Even as small as our school is, we still have a traffic jam in the afternoons when we're dismissing students. We have lots of car riders, and even with the size that we are, we still have trouble with children and making sure that they're safe and out of the way of the cars. And as those are coming through, the buses are loading in other locations. We're a very small school. We could never ever afford this in our school budget. And certainly to have this done would be a great thing for Woodfin School, because we struggle to do the many things that we do have to do here at school. And so this would just be like the icing on the cake to have sidewalks for our children here at school.
It would be better for us to have a sidewalk because we could get across the street safer without cars just about going to hit us, because there is a lot of traffic going on now, and if we had sidewalks we could get across the road real safer.
Well, I think we should have sidewalks because you could have an accident when you're walking, and sometimes people don't see that kids are walking.
I think it's nice to have a sidewalk so that we can probably walk to school safer, go to the parks safer, and we can probably ride bikes on the sidewalk so that we don't have to ride in the road so that we don't get hit by cars or anything.
I think it would be better to have sidewalks to keep from having a lot of cars coming to the school parking lot.
I think it'd be nice to have sidewalks because you wouldn't have to wait out in the cold to wait on the buses, and you wouldn't have to waste gas, and we don't have a lot of money, so it'd be kind of nice to just walk instead of wasting gas on the environment.
If we had a sidewalk, like if people would want to walk, like they could walk without cars without cars crashing them.
Also, when they have walked to school, they seem to be more alert rather than coming in on buses and in cars. And many times when I'm working with the car duty, the children come in, they're so sleepy, they're so draggy when we're trying to get them out of those cars. And so they would already be awake and alert once they get here and ready to start the day here at school. We also have a wonderful park just across the road from our school, Avery's Corner. And we certainly have the right to use that park with our children, and so on certain days teachers can take their children over there, but there again we have a safety issue to get them just across the road over to the park, because there's no way to go and use a sidewalk. There are no sidewalks. So that would help also, and when they're over in the park, they're certainly getting a lot of physical activity there because there are many things for them to play on and to exercise on, and we really would like to see a safer route over to that park, because it is a wonderful thing that we have here right in the door of our school that we'd like to be using more.
I'm Jay Stewart. I'm one of the 3 owners of Riverside Business Park. Riverside Business Park is an old factory which stood vacant for 5 years before we converted it to a business park. Now it's home to over 70 different tenants, many of whom are artisans, artists, small manufacturing companies, and different types of entrepreneurs. And most of them have expressed a desire in having sidewalks which would allow them to access different parts of the town much more easily, and also connect with the park just downriver. We have a parking lot here which will accommodate several hundred cars, but there are very few alternatives to driving a car to actually come to work here. I think a sidewalk would connect this facility with parts of the town, and hopefully in a larger sense more of the community, and allow people to actually walk to work or come by bicycle. A sidewalk would also open up the recreational facilities here along the river to residents of the town, and make it that much easier and safer for them to come and enjoy the varied assets along the river.
Hi, I'm Jim Hemphill. I'm the Metropolitan Sewage District of Buncombe County's Human Resources Director. We are very happy to support the Greenway project for the Woodfin area. It, in fact, supports our health and wellness initiatives here at the district. We have a Just Move program, and a major component of that is to include walking and movement of any type. And so again, we're very happy to support this project.
I'm Marshall DeBrule. I'm a historian and a writer who lives here in Woodfin. And actually I was born here, and I live in the family house here on Elk Mountain Road, which was built by my grandfather and on property that he acquired from my great-grandfather. This sidewalk project seems to me an idea that was long in coming, and a very welcome one indeed, because sidewalks, as we know, tie together communities beautifully, enable people to interact with their neighbors, and with this emphasis now in America on fitness, it's an idea whose time clearly has come. It'd be wonderful, particularly wonderful for the children of this community, to be able to walk to the school, and then also for the people who live farther down from me, who rely a great deal on public transport, that they can walk up to where the city bus system actually comes into Woodfin, and that'll help them enormously.
Hey, I'm Gerry Vihaan, Woodfin Mayor, and this is a project we're extremely excited about. We're looking forward to having a sidewalk going from this park all the way down to our river park, which is more than a mile away from here. This will also connect the school, so the children will be able to walk both to this park and to our other park, and the neighbors along the corridor can get out and walk and get a lot of exercise, and I think it's something that's going to be a tremendous asset to the Woodfin community.